It's the circle of life, celebrity style. Two rich, powerful, genetically blessed celebrities fall in love and produce rich, powerful, genetically blessed offspring who naturally are handed the keys to Hollywood and given all the advantage and opportunities in the world regardless of whether they have an ounce of talent or not. I'm talking about Nepo Babies, aka Nepotism Babies, and this week, a new one made their debut. Apple Martin, daughter of Coldplay's Chris Martin and Gwyneth Paltrow, a Nepo baby herself, stealing the show at Paris Fashion Week.
Who else is obsessing over these new pictures of Apple Martin?
This is the one nepotism baby that we will accept.
This woman could step on my neck and I'd thank her for it.
Hands down, she is the next it girl.
An it girl with some seriously powerful connections, as is the Nepo baby way.
Apple has been slated to be a Chanel girl since she was only 4 years old and Karl Lagerfeld met her.
Apple is just the latest in a long line of Nepo babies the internet has been obsessing over, with 2022 dubbed the year of the Nepo baby. And if you know where to look, they're everywhere. You've got your classics, Liza Minnelli and Judy Garland, Kate Hudson and Goldie Hawn, Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh, even Jane Fonda.
How did Jane Fonda get famous? Wouldn't you like to know? I was the daughter of Henry Fonda. That's how I got famous.
But self-awareness like Jane's is a little harder to come by with the latest generation of Nepos, who like to pitch themselves as self-made.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Just acknowledge it. One time, just say, yes, my parent is famous, and I'm very grateful for the opportunities it has obviously afforded me.
Yeah, nah.
If somebody's mom or dad is a doctor and then the kid becomes a doctor, you're not going to be like, you are only a doctor because your parent is a doctor. It's like, no, I went to medical school and trained.
That's a quote from Johnny Depp's daughter, Lily Rose Depp, an actress and model, hitting back at claims of nepotism.
Lily Rose Depp wouldn't be able to walk in Chanel at 5'3" if her dad was not Johnny Depp.
Right.
That's just a fact. There has never been a 5'3" model who has walked in a runway show.
Not saying Lily Rose Depp is talentless, but 10,000 girls auditioned for The Idol, and you cannot convince me that Lily Rose Depp got the role solely based off of merit and talent.
Cindy Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber, similarly defensive.
She said no artist is going to sacrifice their vision for someone's kid. That just isn't how art is made, and what I'm interested in is art.
Speaking of art, check out Victoria and David Beckham's child prodigy / cooking extraordinaire, Brooklyn Beckham's photography book.
This is one of the photos featured in this internationally released, professionally published book, which includes the caption, "Elephants in Kenya, so hard to photograph, but incredible to see."
Anyway, I've got some big dreams of my own, so if we could arrange for me to come back as a Nepo baby in my next life, that'd be great. Yes, I feel so powerful.
Usually on a Friday night, we like to unpack these really weird things Georgie finds on TikTok with Jessie Stevens. She's not available today, so we have her twin sister Claire. Hi, Claire. So, I'm sure the deep irony of this is not lost on you.
God, no.
That you are here as a Nepo twin
Yeah.
to discuss this.
Yeah, and I don't usually get the nepotism advantage. I have two parents that are teachers. They haven't offered me a lot in terms of jobs in banking or law or the arts. But if I'm going to get an opportunity because my sister knows a lot about Nepo babies, then I'm going to take that opportunity and be on the television.
OK, but what do you think, though? Do you think that it's fair for the offspring of famous people to bank in on that fame, or is it unfair to people who are actually talented?
It's definitely not fair. Absolutely not fair. It is the definition of unfairness. But I have an example to illustrate my point, because you might know Apple Martin.
Yes.
She is the daughter of Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin.
New it girl.
And she is the new it girl, and she actually this week became a Chanel girl. And we learnt that Karl Lagerfeld, the designer, when Apple was 4, Karl Lagerfeld looked at her and said, "You're going to be a Chanel girl." And that's, you've got to say, that has something to do with nepotism. Now, I was that age once. I was 4 or 5, and I actually have a photo of me at that age.
Great.
And I think we can tell that the only reason that I did not become a Chanel girl was because I didn't have the connection.
That's true.
Otherwise, you're looking at a Chanel girl.
You
are
gorgeous.
Yeah,
You're absolutely gorgeous.
Carl would have been like, she's a model. get her on the catwalk, and I would have been like,
You're joking, right?
no, I'm not. I don't know why you think that.
I wanted to check the definition of Nepo baby, right? Because some of these Nepo babies, they're legitimately talented, sexy people. It makes sense they're the offspring of two talented, presumably if they've kind of earned fame, it makes sense that they too would be talented and sexy sometimes. So if they're going to be criticised with the phrase Nepo baby, do they have to kind of be mediocre to count under the Nepo baby umbrella?
Well, look, in terms of the definition, no.
Okay.
But in terms of jokes on the internet, yes.
Gotcha.
So when we talk about a Nepo baby, we're usually talking about people like Kendall Jenner, who people are saying, is she the greatest model? Probably not. But I don't think that people are saying that someone like Mary Shelley is a Nepo baby. Do you know what I mean? I think if you establish yourself enough, people aren't using that as a slur.
Claire, no, I don't particularly want to defend these people, but wouldn't the greater crime be if these children of very wealthy, famous people did nothing and just said, you know, I'm a rich kid and I'm not going to bother?
Particularly if they're talented and sexy.
Or not. Like, Brooklyn Beckham probably doesn't have to do anything. He's the Beckham's kid. He's married to Peltz and probably never has to work a day. Instead, he's trying to be a cook.
Makes a lasagna.
Could he be a quiet cook, though? Like, you don't need to be an out there cook.
I think it would... I think Brooklyn is a great example because you look at him and you go, honestly, to have the confidence. I just aspire to that level of confidence. That is somebody who just tries and tries, and we have so much to learn from him. But he has no talent. But what I will say, well, we have no talent. He has no talent that we've seen so far.
No. Yeah.
He might be a great surfer. We don't know. But
He'll give it a crack.
But I do think that I know what you mean about nepotism because these can be really talented people, and I don't think...
If I have to push you, because we're running out of time, if I had to push you, who's your favourite one, though? Quickly, one name. Favourite Nepo baby.
I love Brooklyn. I love him.
Claire, thank you very much.